Caleb Rohr is my name, and I was the idiot who believed he'd married his best friend. You never really know when your life is going to fall apart. Not in some big dramatic blowout, not in a screaming match, just in a sentence, a few words. That invisible thread holding me together, snapped, tossed into the air like a joke. I had been planning that weekend trip to Lake Shelburne for months, supposed to be a getaway with the boys. Tessa knew about it. She even helped me pack. She smiled and said, "You need the break. You deserve a little fun." I believed her, but at the last minute the trip got canceled. Tobias's kid had a fever, and the rest of the guys bailed one by one, so I figured, why not bring Tessa some takeout, maybe a bottle of her favorite white wine, and surprise her? 8 years married, and I was still missing her after just 2 days. That should have told me something. It was around 9 p.m. when I pulled into the driveway. The house glowed, porch lights like holiday decor, the warm silhouette from the kitchen window. Nothing unusual. She loved entertaining. Jade, Marlene, and a few others. Girls' night, maybe wine and gossip. So I didn't walk through the front door. Instead, I took the side gate, planning to sneak up on her. Thought I'd catch her mid-laugh. Curled up on the patio couch, cheeks flushed from Pinot Grigio. I missed that version of her. Or maybe I missed the version of me who trusted her. But as I got closer, the laughter shifted. From soft giggles to loud, euphoric cackles. Glasses clinked, a cork popped. Voices overlapping like teenagers drunk on vodka. Then I heard Marlene, yelling about her ex's small manhood. And then, Tessa. Her voice rang out. "Caleb's too stupid to see I've been unfaithful for years." And they laughed. Not awkward laughter. No. Full-bellied, vengeful laughter. The kind that's sure of itself. My heart didn't break. It just paused, like it needed to replay what it heard. Maybe I misheard. Maybe it was sarcasm. But I knew that tone. Joy. "Talking, not cheating," she said mockingly. Then added, "I slept with Marshall the next day." Pride in her voice. Laughter followed. "I told him I had food poisoning, right before his dad's funeral, and they cheered." She laughed. And I stood there, hidden in the dirt beside the lilac bushes we planted last spring, frozen. The women who once smiled at me, who called me such a good guy, raised their glasses. And my wife toasted, not to love or family, but to her own betrayal. One sentence. That's all it took to tear my life apart. I don't remember backing out of the driveway. I don't remember turning the key. But I do remember the cold in my fingers and the fire in my chest. I clutched the wheel like it was the only thing holding me together. No screams, no tears, just drive. Like some character in a sad movie, I pulled into a Target parking lot 10 miles away, sat there with the engine running, watching strangers walk by. Families, couples, laughter, their lives hadn't changed. Mine had shattered, and then came that kind of nausea, the one that settles in your ribs and spine, making your skin feel foreign. I grabbed my phone like it had betrayed me too, typed Tobias's number with a shaking hand. "Yo," he answered, cartoons in the background. "Hey," I croaked, "I need a place to crash." He didn't ask why, didn't need to. "Doors unlocked, come through." I didn't drive back to her, I didn't go home. I went to the only place I knew I'd be seen, really seen, without pity or performance. At Tobias's, I sat on his couch in silence. His son slept down the hall, and I stared at the ceiling, not broken, just awakening. I didn't storm in, didn't yell. Her victory, her joy in catching me off guard was left untouched, but inside I was vibrating, my chest hollow, breath caught in fragments like I was inhaling glass. Target's fluorescent lights made everything feel fake, so I sat in the dark. My name, leaving her lips with laughter, echoed, like a punch I didn't see coming. I checked my phone. No missed calls, no texts, of course. She was probably still drunk, still bragging, still pouring another glass of wine. Marshall Dane. His name burned. He was just a consultant, a project name, a harmless presence. Until he wasn't. I didn't know he'd slid deeper into our lives, into her, the night before my father's funeral. That's when she slept with him, while I was grieving, coordinating family flights, making funeral arrangements. She was in his arms. I rushed home that night. She was pale on the couch, blanket over her legs, said she had food poisoning. I made her soup, held her hand, rubbed her back. I loved her, and she lied through her teeth with a sigh and a sip. I called Tobias again. "Caleb," he said, picking up on the second ring. "I need to talk. You okay? Want to come over?" "Yeah." When I arrived, he was waiting, in sweatpants, jacket, phone still in hand. No questions, just a look, a nod. I sat on his couch, the same couch where we'd once played games, eaten wings, and laughed about taxes. But not tonight. He handed me a beer. I didn't drink it. "She's cheating," I told him. "You sure?" he asked. "She said it herself." Her friends laughed. He cursed, under his breath. Jesus. And the night before my dad's funeral, it was Dane. Damn, man. I laughed bitterly. "I made her fucking soup." Silence. Then Tobias stood up. "What are you doing?" I asked. "We're not sitting here." He grabbed his laptop, started looking up divorce lawyers. "You need a plan," he said, "before she keeps winning." At 3 a.m., I was still awake, reading reviews from men who survived what I was just starting to crawl through, every "I love you" whispered, every meeting that made her cancel dinner, every kiss I gave, all of it, a lie. I didn't just lose a wife. I lost the illusion of who I thought she was, and the next morning, I walked back into that house. Like nothing had happened. Same keys, same door, same lie. She was in the kitchen, robe hanging off her shoulder, coffee in hand. "Thought you weren't. Back till Monday," she said with that half smile. "The kind you give to a roommate." I shrugged. "Tobias's kid got sick." She rolled her eyes. I leaned against the counter, watching her move, as if the world hadn't split in half. No shame, no guilt, just a woman and the man she no longer feared losing.